we see Goku and his friends at the end of the Tournament of Power, after Universe 7 achieved victory. Whis had just revived Frieza, and Goku looked at them in great surprise. "Hey Whis, I want to ask you a question," as Goku said. "I'm all ears," Whis replies gently. "Can you bring the dead back to life?" Goku would ask innocently. Whis laughed. "I could, but it's not something I usually do. As long as there is a soul that previously lived and was not attacked by Beerus's Hakai, it could revive any living being." "Why do you ask?" Beerus said seriously, giving a threatening look. "Beerus, don't look at me like that. I think I deserve to ask a favor after all," Goku said, looking at Beerus. "I knew it. Do you want to bring someone back to life?" Beerus shouted angrily. "If you want to revive someone, go find the Dragon Balls on your planet. We gods are not here to serve mortals." Frieza was listening attentively to the conversation. He was very curious to know who Goku wanted to revive. The Supreme Kai intervened to support Goku. "I believe that the gods owe Goku a wish. He has saved the universe on more than one occasion, and in this case, our very existence. I would tell the Supreme Kai." "Who do you want to revive, Kakarot?" Vegeta asked. "My parents," I would answer seriously. "Do you want to bring Bardock and Jiné back to life?" Vegeta said in amazement. "Bardock and Jiné?" Goku asked. "I didn't know those were their names." He was laughing at Goku. "Well, do whatever you want, Kakarot. The truth is, I'm not interested," Vegeta would respond indifferently. "And wouldn't you want to bring your parents back to life?" Goku would ask. But Vegeta ignored him. "Tomorrow I will go to Earth and we will revive your parents," Whis said. "Thank you very much, Mr. Whis," Goku thanked happily. "I just need you to talk to Uranai Baba so that she can find their souls. I'll take care of the rest myself," Whis explained. The next day, we see Goku with Uranai Baba. The old woman had already made arrangements with the other world to locate their souls. Whis had just arrived. "Very good, Goku. I'll go find your parents. You wait here," the old woman said. 10 minutes later, we see Bardock and Jiné arrive along with the old woman. Both wore the same uniform from Frieza's old forces. Goku was amazed, especially when he saw Bardock. "What's going on here?" Bardock asked, on guard. "Who is that person who has my image?" "Wait, darling," Jiné stopped sweetly. "It's our son, Kakarot." "That's right, here on Earth I'm known as Goku, but you can also call me Kakarot," Goku said, somewhat embarrassed. "Kakarot, I can't believe it," Jiné said, as some tears ran down her face. "My son is alive." Jiné runs to hug Goku, unable to contain his tears. Bardock, somewhat puzzled, approached his son. He had trouble understanding what was happening. "With your permission, gentlemen," Whis intervened. By waving his staff, he brought them both back to life. The halos above their heads disappeared. "That's all." "What have you done to us?" Bardock asked, ready to start a fight. "Let's say that he repays the favors his son has done for this universe by giving them back their lives. Goku, keep in mind that they haven't known anything since the day of their death," Uranai Baba warned. Meanwhile, Frieza located what little remained of his army, a small group that was on the verge of disappearing, but thanks to the return of the evil emperor, their hopes were rekindled. Among its members, only the diabolical Berry Blue remained, who was always by his side. "It's good to have you back, Mr. Frieza," she said. "I have new plans for that Saiyan," said Frieza with a huge, sinister smile. The next day, we see Goku begin a new life at home with his parents. Chi-Chi would go out with Jiné to look for some wood. "But what a beautiful girl you look, so young, my dear," Chi-Chi said. Jiné blushes. "You are very kind. Thank you for taking care of my son and making him happy," Jiné smiles. A strange sound can be heard coming from some bushes. When they both noticed some leaves moving, a large tiger appeared. Chi-Chi would scream in terror, but Jiné remained calm. "What's that?" Chi-Chi asked casually. "It's a tiger," Chi-Chi said. "We have to leave before he attacks." "Attack?" Jiné repeated. The Saiyan woman walked very calmly towards the tiger, whose large fangs were dripping with saliva. Jiné began to sniff carefully. Chi-Chi kept shouting Goku's name, who immediately came to her call. "What's wrong, Chi-Chi?" Goku asked attentively. "A tiger," Chi-Chi said, but she is surprised to see Jiné carrying the unconscious animal on her shoulders.
The gravity on this planet is so weak that this thing weighs nothing, Jinne said with a smile. That's fabulous. We'll have meat for dinner tonight, Goku smiled. After a few hours, we see our friends having dinner. Goku, along with his son Goten and his wife Chi-Chi, accompanied by his parents. Bardock and Goku sat together. They devoured the dishes like any Saiyan, eating at an incredible speed. They looked very similar. Not only were they identical, they ate the same way. Hey Bardock, every time I look at you, I see a familiar face, Goku said. But Goku, he's exactly like you, Chi-Chi said, stating the obvious. I know I haven't been with you during your childhood, son, but you could call me Dad whenever you feel comfortable, Bardock said with a slight smile. Sure, Dad, Goku laughed. How do you feel now that you're back on your feet? Chi-Chi asks, looking for a topic of conversation. It feels great to be reunited with family, especially after so many conflicts on our planet. The rule of Frieza and King Vegeta have taken many of our friends from us, Jinne was telling the story. By the way, Goku, what's become of Raditz? She would ask. But Goku didn't know what to answer. It's a long story. We'll talk about it another day, Goku laughed uncomfortably. Who wants dessert? Chi-Chi would ask to change the subject. Goku remembered that fight he had with his brother, where he had to sacrifice himself to defeat him, and he hadn't considered that detail before reviving them. Now he was seriously considering how to tell his parents that he had killed his own brother, and was also analyzing the possibility of bringing him back to life. On the other hand, we see Beerus dinner with Whis and the Oracle. So you revived Goku's parents? If only you could have seen them. They looked so excited, the angel laughed. I suppose you forgot the detail that Frieza destroyed their planet under my orders. The Saiyans could be a problem if they revert to being the savages they once were, Beerus warned. Beerus, please don't be so dramatic, the angel gave a serious advice. Remember, we're talking about Mr. Goku, someone who has the gift of sorry.
And what happens if he finds out that his race disappeared because of me? Don't forget that if he and Vegeta team up, they could defeat me, Beerus replied, worried. That's why I always suggest he never stop training. But there you are, ignoring my advice. Poor me, Whis lamented, and the Oracle Fish intervened. If you analyze the situation, Goku fought alongside all his old enemies in the Tournament of Power, not to mention his son Gohan, his best friend Krillin, and his master, Master Roshi. Every single one of them was an opponent he fought against. I agree with the Oracle Fish on that, Whis agreed with a sympathetic laugh. Piccolo, Vegeta, Frieza, Tien, even the androids tried to kill his friends. It's crazy to think that this universe is so chaotic and Goku has the ability to turn his rivals into friends, the Oracle Fish explained. Say what you want, Beerus said seriously, but you'll see I'm right when something happens. A few days passed while our friends lived normally. Goku forged his family ties more and more as he helped his parents adjust to a new life. Father, let's train, Goku would ask. Son, I'm not on your level, his father smiled proudly. I have your blood. I'm sure you can reach my level. I learned that you fought against Frieza in your final moments. You have the necessary fighting spirit, Goku said. Goku and Bardock moved away from a mountainous area where they could train freely. Very good, Father. This is the Super Saiyan, he explained to Goku as he transformed. His father was surprised to see Goku with yellow hair. But it only changed the color of your hair, son, his father said confidently. That's right, you can't sense other people's ki. Sense ki? Bardock asked. We used to use ki sensors to detect our opponent's power levels. It works the same way, but without strange devices. You can sense it with your own energy. I think I need a demonstration, Vegeta said, arriving unnoticed. Hello, Vegeta, greeted Goku with his usual friendliness. Vegeta? Bardock said doubtfully. You're a bastard, Bardock shouted, who launched himself at Vegeta with everything he had. Vegeta closed his eyes and crossed his arms. He was receiving useless blows from Bardock, who still had a long way to go to reach his level. No, Father, why are you attacking him? Goku asked nervously. This damned man is King Vegeta, who bowed down to Frieza, Bardock would shout angrily. Are you confusing me with my father, who was killed by Frieza himself? Vegeta says. I understand your resentment. I lived through it for many years, being humiliated by Frieza,
But believe me, we have already had our revenge. Things are so different now, Bardock said more calmly. Kakarot, I came to fight you so your father can see what a Saiyan is capable of, Vegeta said. Seriously? Bardock, in my day we relied on ki sensors to know the power level of our opponents, but fighting Kakarot I understood how they sense ki. It seems difficult, but it becomes easy in combat, Vegeta explained. Vegeta transformed into Super Saiyan and began fighting Goku. Bardock watched the fight from a distance, paying close attention to each of their movements. It's incredible, Bardock thought. Very well, Vegeta, take this, Goku said as he put his hands together, preparing a Kamehameha. Don't think you're so great, insect, Vegeta smiled, stretching out his arms in preparation for a final burst of light. Both began to channel their energy to prepare their attacks. How do they gather so much power in one place? Bardock wondered, unable to take his eyes off the fight. Goku and Vegeta launched their attacks. A major clash of powers occurred, raising a lot of dust and smoke. Bardock had to protect his position. He was forced to put his feet on the ground. Despite the distance, the intensity of the powers made him retreat. After the attack ends, both Goku and Vegeta return to their base form and look at Bardock with surprise. What did you think, Father? Goku asked with a proud smile. I think I understand, Bardock said. It's something like that. Bardock clenched his fists and tensed all his muscles. He began to scream and his hair began to rise as if moved by the wind. The ground around him began to scream as his ki accelerated. But finally, Bardock collapsed from exhaustion as he tried to catch his breath. I couldn't, Bardock said wearily. Anyway, your ki is increased. You'll master it in time. Well, well, what a touching family reunion, Frieza said, announcing his arrival. Frieza, what are you doing here? Goku would notice Frieza's presence and become very serious. Freezer, that bastard, I'll never forgive him, Bardock would shout. But he didn't have much energy because he had tried to transform into a Super Saiyan and hadn't succeeded. He lacked a lot of training to achieve such power. Do you want to die again, you stupid monkey? Frieza laughed, looking at Bardock. If you think you're going to do anything to my family or my friends or the land, I'm going to kill you again. Goku would get angrier and get closer to Frieza, but Frieza had a trick up his sleeve. He wasn't foolish enough to go looking for the Saiyans, knowing he was no match for the Hikki-Yin. Goku had to be careful of Frieza, or something bad could happen. Goku and Vegeta would come face to face with Frieza, waiting to see what plan Frieza had hidden. Bardock was enraged to see the destroyer of his planet before his eyes. The thirst for revenge consumed him. Frieza, you'd better leave and not look for more trouble, Goku threatened. Frieza's smile vanished as he became very serious. Believe it or not, I didn't come here to fight, Goku said. I have to admit that my disrespect for Saiyans has not disappeared in the slightest, but what is true is that they have been very useful to me in conquering other planets. That's why I've come to tell you the truth. Be careful what you try to do, Vegeta threatened. The reason I destroyed planet Vegeta was on orders of Lord Beerus. That's not true, insect, Vegeta shouted. Well, that's the truth, Frieza insisted. You can clear up your doubts with him personally. To be honest, I have no intention of fighting you, but knowing that you revived your parents, it's possible that Beerus will give me that order again, or perhaps he himself will erase any trace of the Saiyan. Goku pointed his finger at Frieza, from which a small burst of energy shot out, striking Frieza's shoulder and causing a minor injury. That was a warning. Get out of here, Goku said angrily. Wow, how rude, Frieza would reply, offended. After all, you can't expect less from someone who killed his own brother, Frieza told us, and that would shock Bardock. Frieza retreated, flying through the skies, but leaving behind him a very tense atmosphere. Bardock would look at Goku very seriously because of what he had heard. I think you owe me some explanations, Bardock said, tensely. I want you to tell me what happened to Raditz. Haven't you told him, Kakarot? Vegeta would ask. Father, please let me explain later.
Now you need to rest. Goku tried to calm him down, but his father didn't seem very happy with him. I did everything I could to keep my children alive. I sent you to this planet because you are my son and I love you, and I find out that you killed Raditz? Bardock said irritably. Vegeta suddenly appeared behind Bardock and knocked him unconscious with a simple attack to the back of the neck. Let's hope your blockhead of a father calms down, Vegeta said. In case you haven't noticed, Frieza is looking for some kind of conflict between us, although I don't think it's very smart of him to lie about something like that regarding Beerus, Vegeta explained, revealing his suspicions. I suppose we'll have to talk to Lord Beerus, but first I want to take care of my father, Goku said, worried about him. Think carefully about how you're going to tell him that you and I fought to death in the past, Vegeta said before flying away. A few hours later, we see Bardock sleeping on the sofa at Goku's house with his family, while Jean was worried about him. Mother, I have to tell you something, Goku said in an oddly serious tone. Is it about that Frieza who attacked you? She asked. Goku placed his hands on his mother's shoulders, trying to make her understand. I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say, but don't judge me for it, Goku said. I killed my brother Raditz, Goku finally confessed, which caused Jean to burst into tears. You killed your own brother? Jean asked, heartbroken. But why? Raditz was a very bad person. He kidnapped my son and almost destroyed our planet. Believe me, Mother, please, I had no choice. He tried to kill me too. Goku was trying to get his mother's forgiveness, and she responded with a tender smile and said, I can't think of you as someone evil. You brought us back to life, and I have no way to thank you enough. Don't worry about me, she said, understanding the situation. But the problem was whether Bardock would take the news the same way. The next day, Goku met with Vegeta. They both decided to investigate the information Frieza had given them, that the destruction of planet Vegeta was the idea of Beerus, the god of destruction. With Goku's instant transmission, they both arrived at Beerus's planet. The god of destruction was resting peacefully outdoors while he waited for Whis to finish preparing dinner. What do two of you want? Beerus asked indifferently. We have something to discuss with you, Goku said seriously. Whis could see the hostility between the two Saiyans, but he stayed out of the situation. Beerus saw how Goku and Vegeta were being rude to him. What do you want? Beerus asked, getting up and walking toward them very seriously. How true is it that Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta on your orders? Goku asked, clearly angry. It's true, that was a few years ago, Beerus explained. And what's the problem? Goku's power level began to rise. It was clear he was furious. Whis set aside his tasks in the kitchen, observing what was happening. Vegeta, despite being furious, was surprised by Goku's state. Now that I think about it, you're responsible for my parents' deaths, you damned bastard, Goku shouted as Beerus smiled wickedly. I see, so that Frieza is manipulating them, Beerus laughed. When I tried to destroy Earth, it didn't affect you as much as it does now. But curiously, now you're angry at me for something I decided many years ago. We just want to know the truth you've hidden from us, Vegeta interjected. Seriously, Kakarot, stay calm. Anger consumed him. You're an idiot, Beerus, Goku shouted and launched him to attack him. Beerus responded to that attack with a kick that sent Goku flying out of his home. Once outside, Beerus flies towards him and begins to hit him repeatedly until with a final blow he makes him crash to the ground. This is the reason why I asked Frieza to destroy planet Vegeta. The Aijins are usually very reckless and destructive, just like you're being now, Beerus said irritably, looking at Goku. Goku used the Super Saiyan Blue transformation and got up for a new confrontation. He began exchanging blows with the God of Destruction. You're a damned bastard, Goku insulted the God of Destruction, but it only made him laugh. Take this, Vegeta said as he punched Beerus. He had arrived with the transformation of Super Saiyan Jin Blue. Do you plan to defy the God of Destruction? Beerus would shout angrily. We surpass your level, and you know it, Goku said, threatening Beerus, who calmed down for a moment after analyzing the power of several Saiyans. Beerus was afraid of them. He realized that a fight with them was not prudent, but he also didn't want to put aside his pride as a god. I'll leave this matter here if you withdraw, but don't return to this planet, Beerus said after turning and leaving. Beerus met with Whis and the Oracle Fish. He was truly angry as he had warned them about this type of incident. I told you something like this was going to happen, Beerus reproached him. Let me tell you that this is entirely your responsibility, Whis replied, concerned. What are you talking about, Whis? Beerus asked angrily. First of all, I told you not to delegate your responsibilities to other mortal beings. And secondly, I also told you that you must train even if you are a god. Today, you didn't dare fight them both because you know what they're capable of.
Whis seriously explained his two flaws as a god. You'd better start training right away, because if you discover that two mortals surpass your power, you won't be pleased with your performance at all. On the other hand, we see Frieza in his ship, very pleased. To ensure his plans went perfectly, he spoke with Very Blue, detailing how everything unfolded, thus creating discord between them. Excellent, Frieza smiled. Now we have to make those foolish monkeys fight that Beerus, Frieza explained, although I still have a few moves up my sleeve. I'm very interested in manipulating the mind of that Bardock guy. I still remember when I destroyed his planet and the poor wretched tried to stop my attack, Frieza laughed. One of the low-ranking soldiers entered the meeting. He had news for Frieza. Great Frieza, the device is ready, the soldier said. Excellent, Frieza smiled. Now we have to make father and son fight. Goku and Vegeta returned to Earth after their fight with Beerus, but when they arrived at Goku's house, they didn't see either Bardock or Jean. Chi-Chi, where are my parents? He asked Goku worriedly. Goku, honey, when your father woke up, he spoke with Jean and they left here after talking about what happened. Raditz, Chi-Chi explained, as Goku tensed up. It can't be. I finally have my parents with me and this has to happen to me. It can't be, Goku cursed. Calm down, Kakarot. Ever since your parents have arrived, you've been acting like a wild animal. It's just that I don't want to lose them.
Somehow, ever since I revived them, I started remembering some images of when they left me in that capsule, Goku replied sadly. Find them. Stop crying. He's probably not far from here, Vegeta said, giving Goku an idea. Bardock and Jean were hiding in a cave where they had prepared a fire for the night. Honey, do you think this is the right thing to do? Jean asked. I need to clear up some doubts. There have been too many changes in too little time. I still remember being devoured by that immense ball of energy that Frieza created. And suddenly we were alive, with our son, now an adult, standing before us, Bardock said, struggling to understand the whole situation. At that moment, Bardock heard branches breaking in the distance. With a gesture, he asked Jean to be quiet. He thought it was some kind of animal, but then he saw a white-gloved hand emerge and fire a beam of energy. The beam struck near Jean, but didn't hit her. Jean, hide, Bardock ordered, trying to protect his wife. As he left the cave, he saw 30 of Frieza's soldiers waiting for him. Bardock raised his ki as high as he could and began to battle them all. The fight was tense. Bardock was far too powerful for them, but even so, their sheer numbers were no easy task. He managed to take down 22 men, but the last 8 had him cornered. Bardock was bleeding from his nose and breathing with great difficulty. It was hard for him to stand on his feet, but he wasn't about to give up. He pushed his ki beyond its limit and managed to fight the remaining 8. I'm exhausted, Bardock said, after collapsing, completely spent. No, Jean shouted. Jean, Bardock thought, and as if the energy he had lost during the battle had returned to his body, he got up as quickly as he could, although now, as he entered the cave, everything was blurry from the exhaustion. Jean! No! Bardock would scream, but he would fall to the ground again. He was very tired and watched his wife being captured by 2 of Frieza's men. She tried to break free and fight, but one of them knocked her unconscious with a blow to the stomach. Bardock wanted to get up, but he was badly wounded. Damn, how weak I am. I must protect Jean, Bardock would think as he fainted. When Bardock completely fainted, one of the soldiers left his tracker next to the fallen sand. It would look like Bardock was waking up in his son Goku's house, who was taking care of him. Where am I? Bardock would ask, worried. He looked around for Jean, but there was nothing. Jean, where is he? He would ask more nervously. Father, wait. Goku would try to calm his father down. I found you very weak in a cave, but there was no trace of my mother. But I saw the bodies of Frieza's soldiers everywhere. Tell me what happened. That's none of your business,
Bardock would say seriously. The relationship between father and son would become increasingly tense. The resentment over discovering that Goku killed Raditz did not help the situation. Bardock wanted to save Jine with anyone's help. At one point, Bardock would look at a tracker on the table, the same tracker that Frieza's soldier left beside him fainting. That bastard must be trying to blackmail me with something, Bardock thought, and he would take the tracker and leave Goku's house without giving any explanation. "Is everything all right, Goku?" Chi-Chi would ask worriedly. "No, it's not good at all," Goku replied. "I'm afraid my father might do something crazy. He's unaware of the power Frieza has acquired." Meanwhile, we see Bardock flying through the skies, searching for any trace of Jine with his scouter. "Good morning, Lord Bardock." Bardock heard a familiar voice through the device. "Is that you, Frieza?" Bardock asked irritably. "I have Jine with me, safe and sound. Honestly, I don't intend to hurt her, but I needed your attention. Please come and get her," Frieza said. "That bastard," Bardock thought angrily. Minutes later, Bardock arrived at Frieza's ship, which was in an isolated area. The ship's door was open, so Bardock entered without a plan. "Lord Bardock," Frieza greeted as Bardock arrived. "Where is Jine, you bastard?" Bardock shouted. "Are you safe? Please, come with me," Frieza requested. Bardock didn't believe the words of the Emperor of Evil, so he violently raised his ki and launched to attack Frieza. "Take this!" Bardock shouted as he punched him in the face, but he didn't even manage to make Frieza blink. "Your fighting power is barely 30,000. Previously, my base form possessed 530,000, 1,000 times less than now," Frieza said. "If I wanted to kill you, I could have already," Frieza continued. Bardock refused to listen to reason until he saw Jine to one side. "Jine!" Bardock shouted. "Honey, don't worry. Everything is fine," Jine said calmly. "Did they hurt you?" Bardock asked. "No, love. Mr. Frieza is a good person. Believe me, a lot of things happened," Jine would tell. But Bardock was shocked. He couldn't grasp the situation. "Jine, react! It's Frieza!" Bardock would scream. "Frieza used by the god of destruction. He is the real villain," Jine explained. "Now you understand, Mr. Bardock?" Frieza would ask, trying to bring Bardock to his senses. "Honey, do you remember the Dragon Balls? The great Frieza promised me one wish, and that will be to rebuild planet Vegeta," Jine said excitedly. "Frieza, what kind of trick is this?" Bardock said, growing increasingly annoyed. "None. You can see the Dragon Balls if you want," Frieza offered. Frieza led Bardock and Jine to a section of the facility where the 7 Dragon Balls were gathered. Bardock, remembering his son's stories, believed he was telling the truth. If your son had wanted to revive Raditz, he would have. He always relied on the Dragon Balls to do it. That bastard is a puppet of Beerus, who promises him power in exchange for his services, Frieza explained, lying and gaining Bardock's trust. "It can't be true," Bardock said in shock. "Now I need you to come with me. Your son might want to take more aggressive measures. I will give you back planet Vegeta, but you will have to help me against that Goku and his power," Frieza said seriously. Bardock was taken to a laboratory where he underwent a procedure. He was placed inside a capsule used for the rehabilitation of injured warriors. "Are you sure about this, Frieza?" Bardock asked doubtfully. "With this new cellular process, I will increase your fighting level in an amazing way. Believe in me," Frieza said. "Darling, I trust that you will be a great warrior. Let's reclaim planet Vegeta and our son Raditz, who was a good person," Jine smiled. The capsule containing Bardock filled with a green liquid as he breathed through an oxygen mask. A reddish liquid began to flow through ducts, staining the inside of the capsule. Bardock fell asleep inside. "Very well done, Very Blue," Frieza said, although he was speaking to Jine. "Bard would do anything for this Saiyan woman," Jine said, but in reality it was Very Blue manipulating her body, since she possessed mental powers. This helped her conquer several planets in the past, taking control of their leaders. "Lord Frieza, we have supplied you with the substance used to strengthen that Saiyan Broly," said one of the soldiers overseeing the operation. "Who would have thought that artificial creation made by the Soin would come in handy now?" Frieza said with a broad smile. "Luckily, I interrupted those plans and killed Broly before he became a demon." A few hours later, we see Bulma urgently calling Vegeta, who was in a gravity chamber. "Vegeta, this is terrible," Bulma said. "What happens now?" Vegeta would reply. "The Dragon Balls were gathered. They are at a point near here," Bulma said. Vegeta was surprised. "This gives me a bad feeling." "We have to warn Kakarot," Vegeta said. Vegeta goes in search of Goku and warns him of the situation. He explains the location of the 7 Dragon Balls and his suspicion about some plan by Frieza. "All right, Vegeta, let's go there," Goku said. Both depart in direct flight to the direction indicated by the Dragon's radar. After a few minutes, they manage to see Frieza's ship. "That damned Frieza gathered the Dragon Balls. Looks like the damned insect learned to hide his ki," Vegeta said angrily. "Vegeta, wait! My mother's in there," Goku said, surprised. "That's right, Gan's kid can be felt, although it feels very weak," Vegeta replied. As they landed, they saw Bulma coming out of the building. She greeted them, letting them know that everything was all right. "What's going on?" Goku wondered. "Son, it's good that you've come. We have good news for you," Jean said. "Mother, are you all right?" Goku asked worriedly, while Vegeta remained serious with his arms crossed. "Yes, Lord Frieza will return planet Vegeta to us with the help of the Dragon Balls," Jean said. "But what?" Goku asked in surprise. Frieza stepped out of the spaceship. "Hello, young man. I suppose you won't see me as your enemy anymore after this gift," Frieza said with a devilish smile. "Wait, Mother, they can't rebuild a destroyed planet like that out of thin air," Goku said with the wisdom he had learned from Beerus and Whis about creation and destruction. "So it was true." Bardock's voice was heard as he emerged from the ship, but with a strange change. Bardock looked more muscular than before. His hair changed shape. For some strange reason, his hair had grown. "Kakarot, why don't you want to rebuild planet Bachita?" Bardock said angrily, clenching his fists as the veins in his body began to stand out. Goku felt the increase from his father, which, although it didn't reach his level too much, increased in a short time. "Father, what have they done to you?" Goku asked, hurt. He saw a hostile look in his father's eyes that frightened him. "Kakarot, wait, something's wrong with your father," Vegeta said. "Shut your mouth, you damned Prince Sachin," Bardock would yell at Vegeta. "Show some respect, insect," Vegeta returned the insult, and noticed how Bardock's ki increased from one moment to the next. The strength of the Saiyans increases with anger, thought Frieza. Now that Bardock is under the effects of the substance we supplied him, which irrationally increases his anger, and we have turned his son against him, it is only a matter of time before the A-Saiyans kill each other, Frieza thought. "Wait, darling," Jean stopped. "Don't be reckless, father. I don't know what they did to you, but whatever it is, I'll fix it," Goku said worriedly. Meanwhile, the sky darkened, and after a flash of lightning, the dragon god Shenlong appeared. "But how?" Vegeta said. "What are you planning, Frieza?" Goku said. "You'll see," replied Frieza. The dragon god would finally reveal himself. "What is your wish? I can fulfill any wish you have," the dragon god Shenlong said. I wish that you would rebuild planet Vegeta along with each of its inhabitants, Frieza requested. That's very easy, but I will only revive the Saiyans who died during their destruction, the Dragon God would answer. Shenlong's eyes glowed with a yellowish hue. Granted. He said this, then disappeared, and the sky returned to normal. What is your objective, Frieza? Vegeta asked irritably. Come on, Vegeta, it seems you were bothered that I would return planet Vegeta, Frieza said. Vegeta, Bardock said irritably. Vegeta, he repeated, losing his mind. Father, please understand that Frieza is the most treacherous being in the universe, Goku said. But this angered his father even more. Kakarot, Bardock said, glaring at him, and grabbed his head in intense pain. Jean, still being manipulated by Berry Blue, watched everything as if nothing had happened. Son, you'd better not anger your father, she said. Bardock kept staring at Vegeta. At one point, he mistook him for his father, King Vegeta. You damned bastard, Bardock said, and lunged at Vegeta. Be careful, Vegeta, don't hurt him, Goku pleaded. Vegeta, with a smile, got into a fighting stance. He dodged every one of Bardock's blows without any difficulty. Little by little, Bardock's blows gained intensity, and this worried Vegeta. It's strange that his ki increased like this. It seems like that legend of the legendary Saiyan, Vegeta thought. Goku teleported between them to stop the fight. That's enough, father. Seriously, you're not feeling well at all, Goku continued, placing a hand on Bardock's shoulder. But Bardock delivered a punch to his stomach that his son hadn't expected. So that's what you want, Goku said, annoyed, and with a single blow he knocked his father to the ground. Bardock fell, unable to get up. Frieza watched Jean, or rather, Berry Blue, who was manipulating her. This is the perfect moment, Frieza said. Okay, she replied with a smile. Bardock! Jean screamed, being controlled so that Bardock would unleash his full power against Goku and Vegeta. Bardock's eyes snapped open at the sound of his wife's scream. He expelled his ki with such force that it created a curtain of air. Goku and Vegeta sensed that Bardock's ki was incredibly monstrous. Bardock stood up and roared with rage. His hair turned blonde. He had achieved the Super Saiyan transformation. This can't be happening, Vegeta said. Now we'll let the apes kill each other. Frieza retreated inside the ship with Jean. The ship began to take off. Goku called out to his mother, but Bardock got in his way. He struck him with a hammer blow that knocked him to the ground. Vegeta lunged at him to attack, but Bardock grabbed him by the neck and threw him far away with even more effort. Where did he get so much power? Vegeta wondered. Meanwhile, we see Whis giving Beerus the news. Lord Beerus, I have some news that will interest you, Whis said with a smile. So, what's happening now? Beerus asked, somewhat annoyed. A new planet has appeared, the angel explained. Planets don't just appear out of thin air, Beerus criticized. Well, see for yourself. Whis extended his staff, and Beerus was shocked to see it was planet Vegeta. How is this possible? Beerus shouted angrily. The planet still has all its inhabitants, Whis explained. The dilemma is, what will happen if I destroy it? I don't think Mr. Goku and Mr. Vegeta would like that. Whis and Beerus were discussing planet Vegeta's reappearance.
Whis used his staff to look at Earth and saw the fight between Goku and Vegeta against Bardock. It seems Mr. Bardock has gained great power, Whis said, then looked at Jean with Frieza. I see. Whis smiles. That wretch is using Berry Blue to control Jean, Beerus said, who already knew her abilities perfectly. Without a doubt, Frieza is disrupting the balance of the universe. Whis, let's go to Earth, Beerus would order. Whis laughed. He won't be thinking about destroying Frieza.
Don't forget that he increased his powers during the Tournament of Power and managed to repel the Hakai of the God of Destruction of Universe 9. Would Whis remind him of what Frieza was capable of? Beerus remained silent for a moment while Whis smiled seriously. "It's time to train," Beerus would finally say, very seriously. "I hope he's serious and not like last time 1,000 years ago," Whis would answer seriously. "I will not allow those apes to surpass my power." "Let's go to that dimension where time moves more slowly," said Beerus. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta were engaged in an intense battle against Bardock, whose power was steadily increasing. "That's enough," Jean shouted from afar. "Leave Bardock alone." "Mother, why are you supporting Frieza?" Goku asked. "He gave us back planet Vegeta. You should be grateful." "Please, just get out of my sight," Jean said coldly. "What are they thinking?" Vegeta yelled. "That guy alone." "That's enough, Vegeta," Goku interrupted. "We can't force them to go against their own will," Goku said sadly. Bardock seemed to calm. "Mother, when you change your mind, I'll be here." Goku boosted his ki in a burst and flew off. "Kakarot," Vegeta sighed, shocked by Goku's reaction. "Bardock, honey," Jean called sweetly. "Let's go home. Let's go back to planet Vegeta." Bardock, now calmer, entered the ship along with Gina and Frieza, embarking on a journey to planet Vegeta. 2 days later, Frieza and the others arrived on planet Vegeta with new plans. "Now I will expand my army and dominate the universe," Frieza thought. "As long as I have the Saiyans serving me, Beerus won't be able to take any action." The inhabitants of planet Vegeta watched Frieza's ship land in astonishment. They all gathered in great anger because they knew what had happened. The Galactic Patrol had taken matters into their own hands. Zhao went personally and informed the Saiyans of the years that had passed and Frieza's attack. "Greetings, inhabitants of planet Vegeta." Frieza greeted them as the Saiyans looked at him with a mixture of fear and anger. Zhao was hiding behind a house. He discreetly observed everything. "This is wrong, very wrong. I'm not paid enough to take these risks," Zhao thought, completely terrified. Gina and Bardock escorted Frieza. The Saiyans watched them attentively. "My dear people," Jean called to everyone present, "Frieza has returned planet Vegeta to us." The Saiyans couldn't believe it. They began to see Frieza as their hero, and he was named King. Meanwhile, Bardock was under the influence of that substance. His thoughts were strange and confused, and Berry Blue, using Jean's body, was controlling him. Zhao, who thanks to the information he had within the Galactic Patrol, knew of Berry Blue's abilities, recognized Jean without hesitation. Zhao quickly grabbed his communicator and called Bulma. "Miss Bulma," Zhao called, terrified. Bulma answered the call instantly. "What do you want? I'm busy right now," Bulma said. "Tell Goku and Vegeta that Frieza is on planet Vegeta. The planet returned in a strange way. They must have used the Dragon Balls," Zhao explained, carefully lowering his voice so no one else could hear. "You're a no-good. They already know that," Bulma replied with little surprise. "That's not all. There's a Saiyan being mind-controlled by a witch who works for Frieza." "You must be lying," Bulma said, surprised. "An elite agent of the Galactic Patrol is always well-informed. I'll send you a photograph." Zhao sent the photo to Bulma, and she exclaimed in surprise. "But that's Goku's mother," Bulma cried. "I see. Now that I think about it, the guy next to him looks a lot like Goku." But to his misfortune, Frieza entered the room where he was hiding. Zhao couldn't help but scream in terror. "It can't be! Frieza!" Zhao shouted as Bulma heard him. Frieza, with a diabolical smile, extended his index finger and with a simple laser pierced Zhao's forehead, killing him instantly. "Zhao! Zhao!" Bulma called, but the connection was lost. "Vegeta!" Bulma shouted, and he arrived almost immediately. "What's wrong?" Vegeta asked nervously, finding his wife crying. Frieza just murdered Joe. You have to tell Goku about this. Bulma explained everything to Vegeta in detail. Vegeta would sense Goku's ki and head to his location. He found him sitting in a tree, watching the river. Kakarot, Vegeta said seriously. Hello, Vegeta, Goku replied seriously. He still hadn't gotten over his parents' situation. We have to go to planet Vegeta right now, he ordered. No, absolutely not, Goku flatly refused. I will respect my parents' wishes, no matter how much it hurts. That's not your mother, Vegeta would try to explain. What are you talking about? Goku asked, surprised. One of Frieza's soldiers is mind-controlling your mother, and through her he must be mind-controlling your father. Frieza is on planet Vegeta now, Vegeta would explain. Goku's expression turned terrifying. Anger slowly consumed him. That bastard! You'll pay for this, Goku shouted. Goku grabbed Vegeta by the shoulder, searching for Frieza's ki detected, and he used instant transmission to teleport to planet Vegeta. Frieza was surprised to see them both arrive where he was. It was to be expected, after all. That member of the Galactic Patrol must have tipped them off, Frieza said, annoyed. What did you do to my parents, you bastard? Goku asked irritably, using the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. I only returned their home to them. After all, remember that I'm not your enemy. Beerus is, Frieza replied with a smile. You're hypnotizing my mother, and I won't forgive you for that, Goku shouted. Damn, he knows, Frieza thought. Hey, Bardock, your son is here, Frieza shouted. Bardock appeared among the Saiyans. He was clutching his head as if it hurt. Kakarot, his father simply said. Father, please, snap out of it. Frieza is manipulating them, Goku told him. Bardock unleashed his ki with a scream, transforming into a Super Saiyan, while the rest of the inhabitants fled in terror. Bardock wants to take your wife, Frieza dramatically said. Kakarot, Bardock shouted again, and launched an attack against Goku. Take this, Vegeta said, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue and unexpectedly striking Frieza, sending him flying into a small mountain where he disappeared among the rubble. Frieza emerged from the rubble in his golden form and began fighting Vegeta. They exchanged blows in the sky while Bardock attacked Goku, who simply dodged. Father, please listen to what I have to say, Goku said, but Bardock didn't react. The substance worked based on anger, and the angrier he became, the more its power increased. Kakarot, Bardock shouted, increasing his ki to a beastly level. Impossible, Goku said, not only surprised but also terrified. Bardock attacked Goku with a kick and knocked him down with no problems.
Frieza was losing the fight against Vegeta, but the latter, warned of Bardock's ki, was forced to abandon his opponent. His ki is so great that you can feel the pressure in the air, he thought, terrified. Vegeta abandoned Frieza and launched an attack on Bardock. Hey, insect, Vegeta said as he punched Bardock in the face, but it remained unharmed. Vegeta would back away a little upon seeing that, with Goku saying to Vegeta, "With Super Saiyan 3, surpass our ki." Jine watched everything coldly from a distance until she clutched her head in sharp pain. Frieza noticed this and approached her. "What's going on?" Frieza asked impatiently. He resists. "Should I leave, or will the situation cause me to lose control?" Very Blue said, who was beginning to find it difficult to maintain control over Jine. "You'll have to resist. I need you to keep Bardock on my side," Frieza threatened. Goku and Vegeta continued fighting against Bardock. They both attacked him as much as they could, but they were having difficulty. With each passing second, his opponent grew more powerful. "Vegeta, we'll have to fuse," Goku suggested. "But we don't have the clays." "But Tara," Vegeta replied irritably. "Bardock!" Jine would scream, surprising Frieza. "Stop fighting," he would continue to say. "Jine." Bardock stopped and with a worried look observed Jine, who was holding her head and screaming in pain. Then Bardock saw Frieza next to his wife and believed that Frieza was doing something bad to Jine.
Frieza! Bardock screamed as he launched himself at Frieza. It can't be true, thought Frieza, terrified. I saw Bardock approaching with everything. Frieza launched several attacks with his index finger, but it meant nothing to Bardock. Then he grabbed Frieza by the face and began to smash his head against the ground repeatedly. Vegeta, said Goku, and then Vegeta would put his hand on Goku's shoulder, and with teleportation they fled from the place. Goku and Vegeta were on Kaioshin's planet. We need the clay pots, Goku urgently requested. What's happening? I would ask the Kaioshin, who was not even aware of the situation. You're a damn useless idiot, it would insult Vegeta. Give us the clays, insect. The Kaioshin gives the earrings to Goku, and without wasting any time, they return to planet Vegeta. Bardock continued attacking Frieza, hitting him again and again without him being able to defend himself. Do something, Frieza would shout at Jine. Enough, Bardock, leave him alone, she ordered. Frieza is our new king. He's our savior, she said more calmly, although she was catching her breath. Then a drop of blood would come out of her nose. Jine, Bardock says calmly, and she slightly loses her balance, but doesn't fall to the ground because Bardock catches her. Jine, Bardock said, and she fainted in his arms. Come on, Bardock, take Jine to the ship. He needs medical attention, Frieza explained, trying to gain Bardock's trust. Bardock looked at him with disdain, but without saying a word, he and his wife entered the ship. That was close, Frieza sighed, exhausted, but noticed Goku and Vegeta nearby. It can't be. You guys left here. You'll pay for this, Frieza, Goku threatened. Now then, insect, Vegeta said. I don't think so, Frieza smiled, and then launched an energy ball at the ground, kicking up a lot of dust. Then he lowered his ki to a minimum so that no one could detect him. Where is he? Goku asked. In the distance, they saw an energy ball in the sky. He's going to attack the whole planet, Goku shouted. But Vegeta was surprised. He knew what it was. Kakarot, that's not an attack, Vegeta said, horrified. The ball exploded, becoming an energy sphere that floated in the sky. Kakarot, it's an artificial moon, Vegeta said. Then they saw Frieza near there. They realized he had launched it. Bestial screams could be heard everywhere. All the Saiyans on the planet began to transform into giant apes and destroy everything around them. If my parents manage to leave the ship, they'll be affected by the moon, Goku said, very worried. A beam of energy fell from the sky, creating a great roar. Whis arrived along with Beerus, the god of destruction. After rigorous training, Beerus had spent the past 2 days training in an alternate universe where 1 day equivals to 100 years. What are you doing here, Beerus? If you've come to destroy planet Vegeta along with the Saiyans, I won't allow it. My parents are here. This is all your fault, Goku shouted angrily, glaring at Beerus. Goku and Vegeta glared angrily at Beerus, the god of destruction, who had arrived on planet Vegeta. Beerus rose a few meters above the ground, and floating began to survey the surroundings, completely ignoring Goku and Vegeta. I'm eager to see Lord Beerus's new level, Whis thought. Kakarot, Vegeta said seriously, this situation has gotten out of control. We'll have to act now. There are too many enemies. Goku didn't know what to answer. He feared for his parents' safety. Also, the moon that transformed the Ayain, Frieza, was on the loose, and now Beerus was a potential enemy. Vegeta, go destroy the moon, Goku ordered, and without waiting for Vegeta's reply, he headed straight for Beerus. Beerus waited calmly. He studied him as Goku and Super Saiyan Blue drew closer and closer. When Goku threw a punch, Beerus grabbed his wrist effortlessly. He delivered an instant punch to Goku, and without letting go of his arm, sent him flying several meters away. Has Beerus gotten stronger? Goku thought, and as he coughed up some blood, Vegeta launched an energy ball at the surface of the moon to destroy it. When this exploded, he surprised to see the Ayain didn't lose their transformations. How is that possible? Vegeta thought in amazement. Then he saw the sky and couldn't believe it. He realized there were dozens of artificial moons. Just as he was about to destroy them, Frieza attacked him from behind with a kick. It's a shame you don't have your tail, Frieza mocked. Shut up, insect, Vegeta shouted. And just as he's about to attack, Beerus suddenly appears behind him. With a simple blow of his palm to the back, he knocked him down, leaving Vegeta unconscious on the ground. So, By turning the Ayayin against me, Beerus said seriously. Although I always detested the Ayayin, it was you who ordered their destruction. I'm tired of being under your thumb. It's time for you to fall, Frieza threatened. You know perfectly well that you are no match for me, even if you can deflect my Hakai, Beerus said. That's something I'm very aware of, Frieza smiled. But I'm not just a powerful being, I'm also intelligent. Frieza extended his finger, pointing at his ship, still watching Beerus. An energy beam struck it, creating a hole in the top. Goku had seen it from a distance. That damn Frieza, Goku shouted, as he rushed towards the ship. Bardock, furious, went outside, worried about the attack. There he is, Frieza pointed. There's Beerus, the one who ordered the destruction of planet Vegeta. He came to destroy it himself. Bardock looked completely irritated, seeing the responsible standing right in front of him. But before he could do anything, he noticed the moons in the sky.
Bardock began to scream as his size increased. Fur and fangs began to sprout from his skin, transforming him into a giant ape with a monstrous ki. Once transformed, his dark fur began to change to blonde. Bardock was a giant ape in some kind of Super Saiyan state. Saiyan. Beerus, Goku would shout as he intercepted him. Don't you dare touch my family, he said. After throwing a series of punches that failed to connect, Beerus simply moved from side to side without making any significant movements. Goku stepped back. Had understood. That's Ultra Instinct, Goku said worriedly. Suddenly, Beerus was in front of Goku and with a single blow knocked him unconscious, sending him to the ground. They must disappear, Beerus thought, and then he approached Bardock. Hakai, Beerus said calmly. Bardock's body was enveloped in a violet light of Hakai, but in a burst of ki he repelled it. It can't be, Beerus shouted, who, surprised, slightly lost the Ultra Instinct state. Taking advantage of his carelessness, Bardock knocked him away with a slap of his giant hand in his Osaru state. Lord Beerus, please concentrate, Whis ordered. Beerus stood up irritably. That damn monkey, he cursed the god of destruction. Bardock opened his mouth, unleashing a powerful ki attack directly at Beerus. Beerus deflected it with both hands. The power was too much. A damn Saiyan can't surpass me, he thought proudly. Beerus. Then he closed his eyes and, calming down, regained control of Ultra Instinct. He then returned Bardock's ki attack, but Bardock dodged it. Now that I think about it, Saiyans increase their ki with the light of the full moon. Those energy spheres must act as artificial moons, Beerus remembered. If that's Frieza's plan, it's pathetic. Beerus observed each of the moons and with the energy of destruction obliterated them all. Every Saiyan returned to normal, even Bardock, who still wouldn't stop against Beerus. Beerus, he shouted. Bardock transformed into a Super Saiyan 3 and launched a full-scale attack. They fought evenly. Surprisingly, Bardock was holding his own against Beerus. Goku regained consciousness and struggled to his feet due to his injuries. Father, Goku said in surprise, unable to believe his father could stand up to Beerus in a fight. At that moment, Goku remembered his mother, and noticing that Bardock was no longer a giant ape, he realized there were no more artificial moons, so he rushed to find Jean inside the ship. Mother, I'm coming, Goku thought. He reached the Navi and searched its interior. He found her lying on a stretcher. Mother, wake up, Goku said, and she woke up with difficulty. Seeing Goku beside her, she screamed in panic. Mother, it's me, Kakarot, Goku said calmly, but then he remembered she was being mentally manipulated. You'd better leave my mother alone, Goku threatened. Do you think? Do you know? She thought, terrified. Berry Blue. Son, I want you to get out of here, Berry Blue said seriously in Jeff's body. I already know you're manipulating my mother. Stop controlling her or you'll pay for it. Don't make me search for you inside the ship. Goku closed his eyes. He carefully searched for any key that might catch his attention. It didn't take him long to find a weak one inside the ship, and with instant transmission, he arrived where Berry Blue was. How did you get here? Berry Blue screamed in terror. If you kill me while your mother is under my control, she'll die. Then I won't kill you. Goku reappeared behind her, and with a light blow to the back of her neck, he knocked her unconscious.
Then, with instant transmission, he returned to where his mother was. He saw Jean sitting on the ground holding her head. "Mother," Goku called calmly. "Kakarot, is it really you?" she said weakly. "Yes, Mother, you were mind-controlled, but it's over now." "There's a problem with your father," Jean explained, agitated. "What's wrong with him?" Goku asked seriously. "Frieza gave him a substance that makes him stronger. It seems to work by increasing his anger. That's why he's having trouble reasoning," Jean explained, "because even though she's being controlled..." Coming, Goku thought. He reached the Navi and searched its interior. He found her lying on a stretcher. "Mother, wake up," Goku said, and she woke up with difficulty. Seeing Goku beside her, she screamed in panic. "Mother, it's me, Kakarot," Goku said calmly, but then he remembered she was being mentally manipulated. "You'd better leave my mother alone," Goku threatened. "Do you know?" she thought, terrified. "Berry Blue." "Son, I want you to get out of here," Berry Blue said seriously in Jeff's body. "I already know you're manipulating my mother. Stop controlling her or you'll pay for it. Don't make me search for you inside the ship." Goku closed his eyes. He carefully searched for any key that might catch his attention. It didn't take him long to find a weak one inside the ship, and with instant transmission, he arrived where Berry Blue was. "How did you get here?" Berry Blue screamed in terror. "If you kill me while your mother is under my control, she'll die." "Then I won't kill you." Goku reappeared behind her, and with a light blow to the back of her neck, he knocked her unconscious. Then, with instant transmission, he returned to where his mother was. He saw Jean sitting on the ground holding her head. "Mother," Goku called calmly. "Kakarot, is it really you?" she said weakly. "Yes, Mother, you were mind-controlled, but it's over now." "There's a problem with your father," Jean explained, agitated. "What's wrong with him?" Goku asked seriously. "Frieza gave him a substance that makes him stronger. It seems to work by increasing his anger. That's why he's having trouble reasoning," Jean explained, "because even though she's being controlled by Berry Blue, she's aware of everything that happened." Suddenly, the ship's roof explodes open, and Goku sees Jean float out of the ship. "Mother!" Goku shouted. "Kakarot!" Jean cried, weeping. Goku got out of the ship and saw Jean floating in the sky and Frieza to one side, who was responsible for that explosion. Jean's screams would disturb Bardock, who couldn't take his eyes off her. Beerus was amazed as he saw Jean trying to fly in the air, and upon seeing that, Beerus understood Frieza's plan. "That damn cheater," Beerus thought. "Jean!" Bardock shouted. "Bardock!" she shouted as she stretched out her hand. "Enough is enough." "Frieza!" Goku yelled. Jean disappeared in an explosion. "Jean!" Bardock shouted, and with a blast of ki power he hurled Beerus away. Frieza arose high in the sky, placing his hands on either side of his face. "Taio-ken," Frieza said, and after blinding everyone, he escaped. His plan worked perfectly. From the beginning, Frieza knew how Saiyans increased their power through anger. Thanks to that event, when he killed Krillin and triggered Goku's first transformation, he decided to repeat it, but with his parents. Now he would let the war between the Saiyans and Beerus continue. Bardock kept increasing his ki. His hair changed and returned to its original form, but this time with a strange blood-red color. What kind of transformation is that? Beerus wondered. Goku cried for the first time in a long time. He had just seen his mother die. "Damn you, Frieza," Goku said and looked for him. His ki was everywhere, but there was no trace of him. Beerus prepared to attack Bardock. He launched an energy blast, but Bardock took it without taking any damage. "That's not true," Beerus thought irritably. Bardock threw a punch to his face, and Beerus went flying, but the God of Destruction wouldn't be outdone. "You two Saiyans are a race I should have wiped out with my own hands long ago," Beerus said, furious. Bardock attacked Beerus again, landing a series of consecutive blows that the God of Destruction couldn't dodge. He had lost the Ultra Instinct mid-fight. Despite mastering Ultra Instinct, Lord Beerus disconnected easily. "What a waste of training," Whis lamented. "I think I'll have to consider finding another God of Destruction." Goku went to where Vegeta was and led him to a safe distance. "Vegeta, we have to fuse and stop my father. Are you sure, Kakarot?" asked Vegeta. "Are you willing to kill your father?" "No, but I know you are." To be honest, my father is dangerous in his current state, and I don't know how to undo what Frieza did to him. I'm sure if we fuse, your evil side, the one that's still deep inside you, even if you don't feel it anymore, that side will allow me to kill him. We must unleash it. That's why I chose the Potara fusion and not the Gogeta fusion. Your side has to be dominant Vegeta, not mine. Only then will I be able to kill my father, Goku replied worriedly.
I see. You're right, and it's a good plan, but let's wait and see what happens between them. In any case, they're both our enemies, Vegeta suggested. Beerus, catching his breath, raised his arms high. It generated a small ball of violet energy and appeared to be a concentration of Hakai, which began to grow. The Hakai ball kept increasing in size. Beerus was concentrating more and more energy. She looked like a janky lady of destruction. I'm going to wipe you out along with this entire planet, Beerus said after launching the attack on Bardock. She would stretch out her hands and with a burst of energy try to repel him. At first, the Hakai seemed to absorb the energy. Bardock felt he couldn't, but after a shout, the width of his attack increased. The Hakai energy ball began to shrink upon observing such a large amount of power until it disappeared. Beerus had to dodge the power that Bardock threw at him. But what kind of power is this? Beerus said. Bardock was agitated, but his anger wouldn't let him stop. A strange vapor could be seen emanating from his body. Beerus seized the opportunity and attacked him. He kicked him in the stomach, and with both hands gave him a hammer blow that threw him to the ground. Once on the ground, Beerus attacked with a series of energy balls that kicked up a lot of dust. "It's over," Beerus said. He prepared Hakai energy in his hand, but Bardock appeared behind him and grabbed his wrist, clenched his fist, and tore his arm to pieces. "I think it's time," Vegeta said, extending his hand. Goku gave her one of the earrings, and after each putting one on, they fused. Vegito appeared in the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. "Bardock," Vegito said, and Bardock turned around. "You're too unstable. I'm going to have to stop you." Belito would smile. Bardock smiled diabolically and expelled Su in a monstrous way, throwing Beerus away. Whis catches Beerus before he touches the ground. "What a disappointment," Beerus's grumpy and disappointed angel said. Jean is no longer with me. You were the ones who killed her. I will not forgive them," Bardock screamed as his power increased and he wept. His anger was increasing more and was surpassing the powers of Vegito, Whis, and Beerus. Bardock's body could no longer withstand any more power, and if it continued like this, it was going to explode, and that would cause the destruction of all of Universe 7. After Frieza's plans to use Broly against Goku and the others failed, Frieza decided to fight for himself. So he trained for a year, increasing his powers. "This time, I'll finish off those filthy Saiyans and then defeat Beerus with my own hands," Frieza said as he headed toward Earth. "Great Frieza, you're a prodigy who easily raises your power with a little training. Why don't you train a little more to be sure?" Very Blue advised. "I refuse. Every day that passes, I feel the need to kill Goku and Vegeta. Not a day that passes that I don't think about it. Today will be the day of my revenge," Frieza said. Frieza would arrive on Earth in his ship in a few hours. Goku and the others would feel his great power. "It can't be," Goku said in terror while having dinner with his family. "Dad, that's Frieza's key," Goten said. "What, new Frieza?" Milka would ask. "And this time it's much stronger than before," Goku said seriously. Vegeta was on the balcony of his house looking up at the sky. He had also sensed Frieza's presence approaching. Trunks would arrive worried. "Dad, is that him?" Trunks would ask. "Go to your room," Vegeta said seriously. "But Dad," Trunks said. "Go to your room," Vegeta would repeat. Trunks would retreat, leaving Vegeta alone.
But her solitude wouldn't last long, as Goku would arrive using teleportation. "Vegeta, did you feel it?" Goku would ask. "Yes, Frieza has increased his power this time," Vegeta would reply seriously. "So this time we'll eliminate him without hesitation," Vegeta said. "Okay, I don't want to put others in danger anymore. Besides, I already kept my promise," Goku said, determined to finish off Frieza. Minutes later, Frieza arrived with his army. Goku and Vegeta were ready to fight. "Now you'll see the great power I've attained," Frieza said with an evil grin. Frieza used his golden form, surprising both Goku and Vegeta with his immense power. Goku and Vegeta transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. "I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face," Vegeta said, furious. Goku and Vegeta launched themselves at Frieza with everything they had. The three of them engaged in a fierce battle. Frieza alone was stronger than Goku and Vegeta combined, but fighting them both was a challenge for him. The rest of the warriors watched the fight from afar, fearing for the fate of Earth. "It can't be that Frieza is always coming back," Killerin said angrily. "No matter how much time passes, he never stays behind," Piccolo said seriously. Meanwhile, in Hell, Bardock was meditating deeply. At one point, he stood up and would transport me to Enma Osama's office. "What are you doing here?" Enma Deosama would ask in a bad mood. "Today will be the day you won't be able to control the soul of a dead one," Bardock said seriously. "Don't talk nonsense. Once a soul leaves its body, it can't do anything against me," Enma Deosa said. "Then you won't mind if I stay here so you can see how wrong I am," Bardock said. "Do what you want, but keep your mouth shut and don't bother me. I have a lot of work to do," Enma said of Yeosama furious. Goku and Vegeta continued fighting against Frieza. Beerus and Whis would arrive on Earth upon learning of the fight. "Wow, that Frieza has really gotten strong," Beerus said as if he were enjoying watching the fight. "Hey, which side are you on?" Bulma would ask, annoyed. "None. A fight is a fight, and it deserves to be enjoyed," Beerus said. Frieza would lose his golden form. He was exhausted. Goku and Vegeta were in the same situation, but they wouldn't lose their transformations. "Damn, these two have gotten really strong too," Frieza would think furiously. Goku and Vegeta would increase their ki and each deliver a kick to Frieza's chest. While Frieza was knocked back by the momentum, Goku would prepare a Kamehameha and Vegeta his final flash. "I can't die like this," Frieza said with a mixture of anger and terror. Goku and Vegeta launched their attacks simultaneously. Frieza discharged a massive energy blast. Although Frieza's attack attempted to withstand the combined force of the two Saiyans, it wasn't enough. Gradually, Goku and Vegeta gained the upper hand and finally triumphed. Frieza was defeated. He lost his life as his body completely vanished. "We did it," Goku said. "It wasn't such a big deal after all," Vegeta added. Minutes later, Frieza arrived in the afterlife. He encountered King Yemma and Osa. "Frieza, you again?" King Yemma asked. "No way, I'm dead again?" Frieza replied. "That's right, and you'll go to hell again," King Yemma said.
No, I won't allow it," Frieza shouted resolutely. King Yemma and Oza slammed their hammers on the desk. A hole opened beneath Frieza. Frieza was being sucked into the hole, but he refused to be defeated. He floated, resisting the absorption. "I can't. To be," Enma said to Osama. Frieza would manage to free himself by jumping to the side. "I've been dead so many times, I've gotten practice," Frieza smiled. Frieza would punch Mata and Osama in the face, throwing him off his desk and escaping from the afterlife. "Bardock, what are you waiting for to go get him?" Mata Osama would shout furiously. "You told me to keep quiet and not bother you because you had a lot of work to do," Bardock said with a smile. "Go get him now, Enma and Osama." "I will, but if I bring him to you, you'll revive me?" he would ask Bardock. I can't revive the dead. You know it's against the rules, Enma and Ozama said. Well, it seems it's worse to revive a dead person than to let one who is going to hell go free, Bardock said. Fine, bring Frieza and I'll bring you back to life, Enma and Ozama would promise. No tricks, keep your promise, he said. Bardock, I'll do it. I'll be in serious trouble if a dead person appears in the world of the living, Enma Ozama said. A few minutes later, Free would return to Earth. Goku and Vegeta would see it and not understand how it had gotten there. Vegeta, look, he has a halo, tell Goku. It can't be. How did that happen? Vegeta would ask. Why is there a dead person in the world of the living? Beerus would ask in a bad mood. Now that I'm dead, they can't kill me. I'll finish them off, Frieza said as he lunged at Goku and Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta were exhausted from their recent fight. They would have trouble fighting against Frieza. Beerus, I believe this is a job for you, Whis said. That's right, Beerus said. Suddenly, Bardock arrived. Bardock, Vegeta said in amazement. Who is Bardock? Goku would ask. Idiot, Bardock is your father, Vegeta said. My father? Goku said, confused. Another dead one, Beerus said, now annoyed. Frieza, I've come for you. I'll take you to the afterlife, Bardock said. I believe he was sent to resolve this mishap, Whis said. Hey, I saw you with King Yemma, but I don't recognize you, Frieza said, pointing at Bardock. It surprises me that you don't remember me, Bardock said. Remember you? Frieza asked. Frieza recalled the moment he destroyed Planet Vegeta as Bardock had tried to stop him. Now I remember, Frieza laughed, remembering Bardock. You're that soldier who dared to challenge me and died ridiculously trying to repel my attack. We have to help him, Goku said. Stop, Beerus said. But Lord Beerus, Goku said confused. I want to see what that guy does, Beerus said. Very well, now I'll show you everything I learned in the afterlife, Bardock said. Bardock's ki began to increase, surprising everyone. Then he transformed into a Super Saiyan. I don't impress you, Frieza said. Besides, I'm already dead. What will you gain by fighting me? Against me, I think you've learned very little for spending time in hell, Bardock said. Like, for example, that the god of destruction is here, and it doesn't matter if you're alive or dead, there's nothing he can't destroy. He knows too much, Beerus said. And on the other hand, even if you're dead, there are ways to stop you. In an instant, Bardock was standing before Frieza. The demon of cold would jump back in terror. Impossible. It's fast, Frieza would think. What's going on? Bardock asked. I thought you were more confident. Damn it, don't mock me, Frieza said, lunging at Bardock with a punch. Frieza's fist never connected as Bardock grabbed his hand tightly and began to twist his wrist. Poetic, Bardock said. Let me go, Frieza demanded furiously. Bardock continued twisting Frieza's wrist as everyone watched in amazement. Is he really that strong? Goku asked. This is what happens when you're dead. If you're attacked, you keep suffering, and nothing will stop it. You'll suffer forever. Enough, Frieza shouted, creating an energy blast and increasing his ki. Even so, Frieza couldn't break free, and the pain became increasingly unbearable. That's enough, Bardock said, releasing Frieza. Then Bardock attacked Frieza with a series of blows, consecutive. Frieza had no chance to break free. Then Bardock would send Frieza flying with a powerful kick to his stomach. That was incredible, Goku said, proud of his father. Frieza was in pain, but he would get back to his feet as if nothing had happened. See, I'm whole. Being dead is an advantage, Frieza said. An even greater advantage than being given a body for 24 hours that can actually suffer. Of course. Well said, champ, Bardock smiled. He stretched out his hands, creating a ki ball in each. After raising his fist, he launched both ki balls. Frieza prepared to deflect them, but realized the ki balls weren't heading towards him. They were veering to the side. What are you doing? Frieza demanded furiously. You'll see, Bardock replied. Bardock brought his arms together. The ki balls responded to his action and approached Frieza, but they didn't attack him directly. Each ki ball became an energy disc that imprisoned Frieza. Frieza was trapped in 2 rings of ki surrounding his body.
one imprisoning his arms and the other his legs. "Damn it," Frieza said, realizing he couldn't break free. Frieza exerted a great effort, but the energy discs were unbreakable. He not only seems to be a very powerful warrior, but also possesses amazing techniques, Whis remarked. "In any case, I should destroy Frieza," Beerus said to Enma. "Escaping from the afterlife is something a god of destruction cannot allow. Wait, at least talk to my father. He did this for a reason and didn't ask for your help," Goku said, trying to stop him. "Kakarot, son, we finally meet," Bardock said, hoisting Frieza onto his shoulder. "I've seen everything you've done from the afterlife, and I'm very proud of you." "Thank you, father," Goku said, somewhat embarrassed. "If you'll excuse me, I must take Frieza to the afterlife, but I promise to return." "Hold it right there," Beerus said. "Lord Beerus, this is about my father," Goku said. "No matter who it is, I'll finish off Frieza so he cannot cause trouble again," Beerus said, pointing at Frieza while creating Hakai energy at the tip of his index finger. "I understand you're a god of destruction, but I can't allow this," Bardock said seriously. "Do you oppose me?" Beerus asked, annoyed that Bardock seemed to be challenging him. Beerus and Bardock appeared ready to fight for Frieza. "I get the feeling you want to save him," Beerus said as he slowly approached Bardock. "Not at all. This trash is the one who killed me many years ago," Bardock said. "Lord Beerus, wait," Goku said. "Don't get involved in this. It's a matter of a god of destruction to handle," Beerus said seriously. "I made a deal with Enma Manda Yosama."
If I send Frieza back to hell, he will give me back my life, Bardock explained. So believe it or not, I'm not protecting him. I'm just doing my job. Beerus, let's go with him. That way you'll feel more at ease, Goku said. Beerus would remain thoughtful for several seconds. Fine, I'll do it, Beerus said. But if Frieza tries anything, I'll finish off Bardock and Frieza at the same time, Beerus would threaten. Bardock would take Frieza to the afterlife. He was accompanied by Goku, Beerus, and Whis. Here he is, Bardock said, setting Frieza on the ground. I promise I'll come back and get my revenge for this, Frieza said furiously. If I ever see your face again, I'll exterminate you, Beerus would threaten, terrifying Frieza. Enma and Osama would send Frieza to hell, and now he should keep his promise. Very well, here you go, Enma and Osama said. Enma Osama would point at Bardock, and his halo would disappear completely. Finally, it's been so long since I remembered what it felt like to be alive, Bardock said, seeing his hands and feeling his body. I didn't know you could do that, Goku said. And I shouldn't have, but it was a special case, Marios said, sounding somewhat subdued. I set my own rules, but it was necessary. I don't like that someone has the ability to revive the dead, Beerus said seriously. Come on, Whis can do it too, Goku said. But he's a special case, Beerus said. Hey, who are you to question me? Marios would ask furiously. I am Beerus, the god of destruction, Beerus said seriously. Beerus said to Marios, terrified, since he knew of him but had never seen him. I hope you improve your performance. Letting a dead person escape is unforgivable, Beerus said. I'm sorry, Lord Beerus. I promise it won't happen again, Enma and Osama would apologize. Wow, I've never seen Enma and Osama so scared, Goku would think. Hours later, our friends would return to Earth, including Bardock. I want you to know that I'm very happy to meet you, Goku said, and Bardock would hug his son. Believe it or not, I've seen you all these years. You are the pride of the Saiyan race. Thank you, Dad, Goku said. Dad, I want to ask you something. How come after all these years you haven't reincarnated into another life? Goku asked. I understood that after a while they erase your memories and you take another life. Yes, that's right. When I died, I went straight to hell, Bardock said. Hell? Goku asked. That's right, son. Remember that we Saiyans looted planets to sell them, and even though we were under Frieza's command, we killed many innocent people, Bardock explained. Madayosa considered whether to send me to heaven or hell because I saved your life and fought Frieza before I died, but he didn't consider it enough to send me to heaven.
I didn't have such a bad time in hell. Madeosa didn't erase my memories and gave me a body since I was fighting against the rebels who wanted to escape. Wow, that's great, Goku said. I noticed you got very strong. You even managed to manifest into a Super Saiyan. That's right. I learned to do it when I see you fight, Bardock said. Father, you can live with us. Stay as long as you like, Goku said. Goku would invite Bardock to his house and introduce him to his family. Gohan would go with Videl and his daughter Pam so they could meet him. Wow, you look just like my dear Goku, Chi-Chi said. It's a pleasure to meet you. I imagine you eat like him. This woman is my son's wife. She's as attentive as Guinevere, Bardock would think. Grandpa, Goten would call and jump on Bardock to hug him. Bardock would jump back. He thought Goten was attacking him. Why are you attacking me? Bardock would ask, on guard. Dad, wait, Goku said. He just wants to hug you. Hug me? Bardock would ask and see Goten's sad face. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, Goten would say, on the verge of tears. He reminds me of Kakarot when I sent him to this planet, Bardock would think. Please be patient. My father comes from a world of battles. Try to be gentler with him, Goku said. Come closer, I won't hurt you, Bardock said. But his expression had been quite wild, even though he hadn't meant it that way. Goten would get scared and hide behind his mother. Goten, don't be afraid, just come closer more gently, Chi-Chi said. Goten would slowly approach Bardock. He still felt a little shy. Come on, Dad, he just wants to hug you, Goku said. Sure, Bardock would reply. Bardock would pick Goten up, and after a few seconds, the little boy would smile. Grandpa, Goten said happily. Yes, I'm your grandpa, Bardock said, hugging him. Gohan would approach Bardock, and they began to talk. Everyone was catching up by telling Bardock what life is like on Earth. But it wouldn't all be peace and love. Beerus was upset about what happened in the afterlife. Beerus, this is unacceptable, Beerus said, annoyed. Are you still concerned about what happened in the afterlife? Whis would ask. That afterlife is chaos, Beerus said. One dead man escapes, and another dead man goes looking to be revived. Am I the only one who sees how many universal rules have been broken? Let's say about 11 rules, but so what? You yourself have broken several rules by befriending the inhabitants of Earth, Whis said. I'm not friends with them, Beerus said, as if he felt offended. Now he tells me he's not friends with them. How shameless, Whis said, disappointed in Beerus. We're not friends, it's just an exchange of benefits. I don't destroy them, and they give me some of their great food, Beerus said. So what do you plan to do? Whis would ask. Nothing for now, but if even the smallest insignificant mishap happens in the afterlife, I will wipe out Earth and remove Madame Charm from his position. Meanwhile, Frieza was suffering torture in hell, similar to how he was the last time Goku went to find him to participate in the Tournament of Power. Damn it, I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll get out of here, Frieza said furiously. Fairies and other magical beings sang and danced around Frieza. They wouldn't leave him alone. Suddenly, Frieza would feel a strange voice in his head. Frieza. He heard Frieza in his mind. That's all we needed. Now I hear voices, Frieza said furiously. He now keeps silent. Frieza would call the voice again. Hey, you all, stop saying my name, you despicable beings, Frieza said furiously. The fairies would look at each other, not understanding what was happening, but they would start singing again. Frieza, forget those beings. I'm not with you. I'm speaking in your mind, the voice said. That doesn't make sense, Frieza said. Don't speak or they'll hear you. I can read your thoughts, the voice said. I know everything about you. I know the hatred you have for the Aegean, especially Beerus. Who are you? Frieza would ask in his thoughts.
After you and Cell, I also fought against Goku and his friends. My name is Bobby D. I was the creator of Main Boo. So, Bobby D?
My father has told me about you, Frieza said. He always warned me not to mess with Beerus or Main Buu. You were an amazing wizard who has terrorized several galaxies. I always wanted to get rid of the Supreme Kais, and now I've just discovered something interesting, Bobby D said. Frieza, did you know that the Supreme Kai and the God of Destruction are linked by their souls? What do you mean by that? Frieza asked. What? If one dies, the other will too, Bobby D replied. Would you like to eliminate Beerus once and for all? Bobby D asked. It seems like a tempting offer, but I highly doubt he can get me out of here, Frieza said. I cannot do it, but I saw what you did at the entrance to the afterlife. Frieza, you have power that approaches that of the gods. You just lack incentive. Nonsense, I have more than enough incentive. I think you're just a fraud, Frieza said. Of course not. If you allow me, I can get you out of here on your own and claim your revenge. But you have to get me out of here before you leave, Bobby D said. I too am imprisoned in hell. I don't even know who you are. At least give me a demonstration that you can do something, Frieza said seriously. Oh, of course. Tell me, those fairies bother you, don't they? Bobby D would ask. Can you get rid of them? Frieza would ask. Just watch, Bobby D said. The fairies was in the middle of their singing and dancing routine, but suddenly they would all clutch their heads as if they had a severe headache. Wow, the sound of their suffering is music to my ears, Frieza said with a big smile. All the fairies and magical beings would faint. The entire place would fall into a silence that would relax Frieza. Finally, Frieza said, now come and get me and take me out of here. We can both escape this hell, Bobby D said. Are you crazy? If I could get out of here, I wouldn't be in this damned place, Frieza said angrily. Just wait, Bobby D said. Bobby D would use his magic on Frieza. Frieza's eyes would glow for a moment as Yuki grew beyond his limits. With one impulse, Frieza was able to break whatever imprisoned him. I am free, Frieza said. Then Frieza would feel a powerful pain in his head. He began to scream as the ground beneath him cracked from the great ki emitted by Frieza. In my Dio-sama, he would feel a slight tremor, which he would not give much importance to. I feel powerful, Frieza said. Frieza had the letter M engraved on his forehead. Now he was one of his servants. Well done, you are very powerful. Now come to me, Bobby D would demand. A few minutes later, Frieza would force his way into a cell that was guarded by some ogres. Frieza escaped, one of the ogres said, but Frieza would kill them all. Ah, what a nuisance, Frieza said. Frieza would break down a door and manage to see Bobby D inside a capsule where he was asleep. You're unconscious, Frieza said in amazement. Something like that. I'm in an eternal dream, Bobby D said. It took me a long time to awaken my mind to communicate with others. Let me tell you, you're the first person I can talk to in my mind. Frieza would break the capsule and get Bobby D out of there. Then Bobby D would open his eyes with difficulty. I finally did it. I am free, Bobby D said. You don't know what it's like to live in a dream. Those ogres were afraid of me. They didn't want him to be awake for fear that he would attack them. Very well, but now how will you get us out of here? Frieza would ask. Oh, you'll see, Bobby D smiled. Bardock was having dinner with his family when suddenly he would drop his fork and stand up seriously. Dad, is something wrong? Goku would ask. I have a very strange feeling, Bardock would say. What do you mean? Goku would ask. I feel like something really bad is about to happen, Bardock would answer coldly. I felt that the entire universe was in danger. Goku and Bardock were getting to know each other better. Beerus didn't seem to agree with someone returning life in that way, but he would stay out of it, at least for now. Goku was going to introduce all his family and friends to his father, but Bardock looked very tense. Dad, what's wrong? Goku would ask. I don't know. It's strange. I feel like the world is falling apart without us even noticing, Bardock said coldly. Father, tell me the truth. How do you feel about these things? And did you expect Frieza to escape? Goku would ask. It might sound unbelievable, but in the afterlife I was trained by a seer, Bardock said. A psychic? Goku would ask. That's how it is. He died many years ago, precisely because he was looking for me. He told me I was destined to be his student, Bardock would explain. To be honest, I didn't even come close to him as a psychic, but I have managed to increase my perception of things. Furthermore, I sometimes can read my opponent's actions before they happen and anticipate disasters. Then I'll trust you, Goku said. You'll really blindly trust that I'm a psychic and all? Bardock asked, surprised by the trust Goku placed in him. Of course, Goku said, laughing. Frieza was causing chaos in hell. He was killing every one of the Guardians and releasing the souls of the worst villains. At some point, he would encounter the old Special Forces. Winnie, it's Frieza, Raccoon said, surprised. Good for nothings. They were complete failures and called themselves the most powerful forces in my army, Frieza said. The forces winced in terror. They sensed the new and improved power in Frieza. Stop looking at me like you're all scaredy cats. Get out of here and destroy everything at once, Frieza would order. Bobby D observed everything from a crystal ball. He felt fulfilled since he could take revenge on Goku and the others. That's Frieza showing who's the boss, Bobby D said, enjoying all the chaos. At that moment, Bobby D was visited by Deborah. What are you doing here, you damned scoundrel? Bobby D said angrily. Madaio sent me to stop you. He told me you were causing trouble in hell, Deborah said. You don't know how much I hate you since I found out that you're in heaven and you've become a good person, Bobby D said. The king of the underworld, a good being? You're a disgrace. Deborah slowly approached Bobby D. Bobby D tried to use his control on him, but it wouldn't work. If you're trying to control me using my evil, it won't work. There is nothing evil in me. I am a pure being, Deborah said. Bobby D was terrified. He had stayed far away from Frieza to be safe, but he would realize that it was a bad decision.
Frieza! Babidi would shout. Deborah would attack, swinging his hand to cut Babidi, but Frieza would arrive at the right moment and grab Deborah's wrist. What were you planning to do? Frieza would ask with a sinister smile. How did you get here so fast? Deborah would ask. Oh, you could ask a different kind of question, like why are we free? Or why am I so strong? Or what is our purpose? But you decided to ask how I got here so fast, Frieza said with a smile. I don't think you're a very intelligent person. Frieza would place his hand on Deborah's chest and pierce him with a ki beam from side to side. Deborah would drop dead in an instant. Seconds later, Deborah would arrive with Enmedeos. She had a halo around her head. How is this possible? I gave you life just a few minutes ago, he said in Medeos, surprised. I'm sorry, Frieza is very powerful, Deborah would apologize. Meanwhile, on Beerus's planet, the god of destruction would feel a chill. Beerus, what's wrong? Whis would ask, recounts the story. Something's wrong, Beerus said. What does he mean? Whis would ask. Let's go to Earth, Beerus would order. Beerus and Whis would arrive on Earth. Bardock and Goku would receive them. Lord Beerus, what a surprise, Goku said. Bardock would hold his head. It hurt him. I told you something's wrong, Bardock said in a bad mood. So you're like me, Beerus said as he slowly approached Bardock. What do you mean? Bardock would ask. Something is disrupting the balance in the universe, and somehow you can feel it, Beerus said. My father possesses divination skills. He trained with a seer in the afterlife, Goku said. A seer, Beerus said as he analyzed Bardock. Yes, his name was Mireto. He wasn't just a seer. More than anything, he was a warrior, Bardock said. So he met Mireto, Whis said in amazement. That old man is a real trickster, Beerus said while laughing. Do you know him? Bardock would ask. Of course. Mireto was one of my disciples. He was going to be a candidate to replace me as god of destruction, but he refused. He said he had more important things to do, Beerus said. Wow, Dad, you were trained by someone who could have been a god of destruction? That's fantastic, Goku said. Now, let's stop wasting time. I just felt a chill. That means something is disrupting the balance of the universe, Beerus said seriously. Lord Beerus, would call Whis while looking at his staff. Silence, I'm speaking, Beerus said. What do you feel? Beerus would ask Bardock. Well, something's wrong, that's all.
I have a feeling I left something undone or something forgotten, and I urgently need to fix it, Bardock said. Interesting, Beerus said. Lord Beerus, Whis would call again. Don't interrupt me, I'm busy, Beerus said, annoyed. Lord Beerus, I've found the problem, Whis said.
Frieza escaped from hell and is unleashing chaos.
It can't be, Beerus said. That's what it was all about. This bastard up to his old tricks again, Bardock said. It can't be, Goku said, terrified. What's wrong, son? Bardock would ask. The mark on Frieza's forehead is the M of Babidi, Goku said. That's the brand that controls it. Now I understand. That guy is the magician who brings out the full potential of evil warriors, Whis said. He was the one who created Mayimbu. Hey guys, I would call Bulma to arrive. They need to see everything that's happening on Earth. Everything is chaos. What's wrong, Bulma? Goku would ask. Goku would call King Kai from his planet. King Kai, Goku would ask. Goku, this is terrible, King Kai said worriedly. Hell was attacked by Babidi. He escaped and took control of Frieza. We know, Goku said. Whis just confirmed it to us. Genmadai's in trouble. He can't do anything, King Kai said. Goku, you'd better go to hell and take care of this, Beerus said. You too, Goku's father. Goku would take Bardock by the arm, and with instant transmission, they would arrive in the other world. Goku, it's good that you came, Genmadai said. I'm glad to see you too, Bardock said. You have to stop Frieza and Babidi. They're causing chaos in hell, Genmadai demanded. Not even Dabura could stop them. Dabura? Did you fight them? Goku asked. That's right, Dabura replied, and don't underestimate Frieza. Genmadai gave me my life to stop him, and he defeated me with a single blow. Well, we'll have to destroy him, Bardock said. Frieza is a soul in hell. In the world of the living, he'll never stop fighting because he'll never run out of energy. But while he's in hell, he will. If you kill him, you'll eliminate his soul, Genmadai said. All right, let's go there, Goku said. Goku and Bardock would go straight to meet Frieza and Babidi, while on Earth everything was chaos. All the dead was returning. Vegeta, Gohan, and the others would fight against all the dead that attacked the beings of Earth, but every time they were defeated, they got back on their feet. Vegeta, Nappa would shout. Ah, so you're back, Vegeta said. I still can't believe you betrayed me. You killed someone of your own race, Nappa furious said. To be honest, I never liked you. I always thought you were a royal bootlicker, Vegeta said. Vegeta would punch Nappa in the stomach, leaving him hunched over, then grab him by the neck and attack him with repeated blows to his stomach over and over again without stopping. I understand that even if you are defeated, you will always remain whole, but I wonder how much pain you can withstand, Vegeta said while torturing Nappa. That's enough, Nappa pleaded. Vegeta would throw Nappa far away and attack him with a ki ball. If you have any dignity, go back to the hell you came from, Vegeta said, crossing his arms and turning his back on Nappa. Nappa was terrified. I would flee without a second thought. Goten and Trunks had just defeated the Ginyu Special Forces. They would rise again and again, but they would have no chance of defeating them. It can't be that these kids are powerful, Butter said, and they call themselves the most powerful forces of Frieza? They're embarrassing, Trunks said. Trunks would throw a ball from here, but Cell would get in the way. Who's that guy? Trunks would ask, since he didn't know him, since when he had appeared, Trunks was just a baby. I guess they don't know who I am. I terrorized the Earth in my time. You said that as he raised his kick. And during my stay in Hell, I have increased my powers. Goten and Trunks would transform to Super Saiyans and launch themselves towards Cell, but upon reaching him, he would disappear. Cell would hit them from behind, causing them great harm. I told you, to me, you are just simple insects, Cell said as he stretched out his hand and prepared a ball of ki. Cell would launch a large ball of ki towards the children, but before it arrived, it would disappear completely due to Hakai energy. What was that? You would ask him.
It was me, Beerus said, stepping in front of him. I don't know who you are, but if you want to die, I'll give you the pleasure.
Cell smiled. Cell threw a punch at Beerus, striking him squarely in the forehead, but Beerus didn't even flinch. "I'll tell you who I am. I am Beerus, the god of destruction," Beerus said. Beerus would grab Cell by the wrist. Cell couldn't break free. Little by little, his body was consumed by Hawkeye energy. "I've never seen Beerus destroy anything," Trunks said, terrified. "That scared me a lot," Goten said. "And you," Beerus said, pointing at the Ginyu Force. "Winky, Beerus would completely obliterate the Ginyu Force." Whis was observing everything. "It doesn't matter if they're alive or dead, there's nothing the god of destruction can't erase," Whis said. "I don't like arrogant people. If I keep seeing souls on Earth, I'll erase them," Beerus said. Goku and Bardock would finally arrive in Hell. "Well, here we are," Goku said. "This is chaos," Bardock said, taking in the destruction. "Father, have you been to Hell?" Goku would ask. "I was for a while, then I went to heaven, but eventually I came back here to train," Bardock said. Frieza and Baby had just arrived. "What a surprise," Frieza said. "Frieza, no matter what happens, you always manage to mess things up," Goku said. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue. He was about to launch himself, but Bardock would stop him just in time. "Don't get too excited. Something's different about him," Bardock said. "Wow, they're two peas in a pod," Babidi said to Frieza. "Tell me, Bardock, did it hurt to die in that explosion?" "Damn it!" Bardock would shout furiously as he raised his ki. "Don't think you can defeat him so easily. Frieza is an enhanced being thanks to me," Babidi said. "Frieza, finish them off," Babidi ordered, as Frieza's eyes turned red, and it seemed he was obeying Babidi's orders, being controlled by his magic. Frieza was ready to fight. He would get into a fighting stance and in an instant would arrive behind Goku and Bardock. "Impossible," Goku said as he turned around. Bardock and Goku had barely finished turning around when Frieza disappeared again. "My speed, my strength, my stamina, everything has increased to great levels," Frieza would say. "I'd even go so far as to say he could take down Beerus himself." "Damn it, I can't believe you've gotten so strong," Bardock said. "This is all your fault, Babidi." "Of course it is. As soon as I had the chance, I took it to get my revenge on all of you," Babidi said furiously. "Now I'll watch you die. And not only that, Frieza will seek out your souls and kill you all again." "Come on, son," Bardock said. "Yes, Dad," Goku replied. Goku and Bardock would launch themselves at Frieza with everything they had. They began attacking him simultaneously with a great speed of attacks, but unfortunately, Frieza's speed was superior. Frieza managed to evade each of the attacks without much effort. "I can't believe Frieza has become so strong," Goku said. Frieza would punch Goku in the stomach and then Bardock in the chest, throwing him away. "What a disappointment. I expected a bit more resistance, but I see you're both good for nothing," Frieza said, disappointed in both of them. "Don't think we're fighting seriously," Goku said. Goku increased his power and then used the Kaioken X20. "Ha! You only managed to match your father's power," Frieza said. "That technique is amazing." "He increases his power by expending energy," Bardock said. "Father, analyzing our opponent won't be necessary. We'll fight seriously from the very beginning." "Okay, son," Bardock would reply. "Fight seriously?" Frieza said, as if he couldn't believe it. "It doesn't matter what you do. Frieza is a prodigy in combat and was strengthened by me. Whatever you do, you will be defeated," Babidi said. Bardock and Goku moved from side to side to outwit Frieza. Frieza could follow the movements of both, and when attacked by each, he would cover him from their attacks. Yes, they are attacking with more force, Frieza thought attentively. Bardock and Goku would shout. They'd attack with everything they had. Frieza was having trouble. At first, he'd block all the attacks, but then the occasional blow would slip through, hitting him. "They're getting too annoying," Frieza said, blasting them away with a K-shaped explosion. Bardock and Goku was flung far away by the energy blast. "He's persistent," Goku said, "but he won't be able to beat us," Bardock said. Goku would fire a beam from here at Frieza. Frieza would disappear, dodging it, and reappear next to Goku. Frieza was about to attack him, but Bardock would kick him, sending him flying. "Thanks, Dad," Goku said. "I see you managed to get ahead of him." "That's right," Bardock said seriously. "It was just a stroke of luck," Frieza said, annoyed. "Come on, Frieza, stop wasting time and finish them off once and for all," Babidi said impatiently. Frieza would turn around and seriously observe Babidi. Babidi was terrified by the menacing gaze of Frieza. Even though he is under my control, his pride may cause him to rebel. I have to be careful, Babidi would think. On Earth, everything was still chaos. Vegeta and the others continued fighting against the villains who escaped from Hell, but since their energy was not depleted, they continued to cause problems. Where is Beerus when he's needed most now? Vegeta would wonder. Beerus and Whis would reach the afterlife, and they would meet Enma and Osama. "I see you're having trouble here," Beerus said. Enma Osama was receiving more souls than usual. He was very busy, but besides that, he looked quite agitated. His forehead was sweating as he breathed with difficulty. "Yes, I know," Enma said of Osama. "As the dead continue to escape, my strength is waning and it's becoming increasingly difficult to judge the souls," Enma and Osama explained. Several souls were piling up. Enma and Osama couldn't handle so much work. "I see," Beerus said. Beerus pointed at the souls and obliterated them completely using Hawkeye. "You can't do that," Enma said to Osama. "Those souls deserve to be judged." "I'm doing you a favor," Beerus said. "You'd better try harder." These two finished off Frieza very soon. "I doubt it," Whis said, using his staff to observe the fight. "What are you saying?" Beerus would ask. "Just watch," Whis said. Goku and Bardock were fighting Frieza hand to hand. They were having a very close fight against him. "He's stronger than I thought," Beerus said. The Supreme Kai would arrive in the afterlife. "I heard what happened," the Supreme Kai said nervously. "Oh, late as usual," Beerus said. "Sorry, I came as soon as the North Kai notified me. It can't be that a mere low-ranking Kai is more efficient than you. The low level of Universe 7 is due to your incompetence," Beerus accused. "Perhaps if you hadn't spent all your time sleeping and destroyed Frieza and Babidi back then, this wouldn't be happening," the Supreme Kai said, annoyed. "What did you say?" Beerus asked furiously. "What you heard," the Supreme Kai replied irritably.
Babidi's father in the past, who created Majin Buu, killed all the Kais in the past, and I escaped for nothing. If he had killed me, you would have died in your sleep. Don't make me imprison you in a sword like I did in the past, Supreme Kai, Beerus said furiously. Gentlemen, how about you stop arguing and find a solution? Quiz intervened. If Frieza finds out that the dead aren't really dead, I don't think he'll be very happy. You're right. I'll have to go and destroy Frieza myself, Beerus said. Madeos fell to the side. He had been left unconscious. It can't be, the Supreme Kai said as he attended to him. The building of the afterlife began to crumble little by little, while Enmadeos' body seemed to turn transparent. Enmadeo-sama, please hold on, the Supreme Kai said worriedly. I depend on the balance of heaven and hell, Enmadeo-sama said as he opened his eyes with difficulty. If this continues, I will eventually disappear. The Supreme Kai gave Enmadeos energy. He tried to prevent him from vanishing. Come on, Beerus, you have to finish off Frieza yourself, otherwise it will all be over, the Supreme Kai said. Okay, I'll do it, Beerus said. Then stay here, control the entrance, Beerus ordered. Goku and Bardock were exhausted. They had wounds all over their bodies. Frieza still looked quite intact. Frieza would suddenly launch a large ki ball. Bardock and Goku would narrowly dodge it, but upon impact with the ground, the force of the explosion would throw them far away. We have to do something. We can't win if we keep going at this pace, Goku said. Beerus would finally arrive, taking everyone by surprise. Frieza causing trouble again? Beerus said. So, what did you decide to come up with, you filthy cat? Frieza said furiously, although he looked quite nervous.
You see, Bardock, I told you I had to finish him off on Earth, Beerus said. I know, you're right. He's all yours, Bardock said. Are you going to fight? Goku would ask. I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to finish him off, Beerus said, creating a Hakai ball in his hand. What did the god of destruction himself come up with? My father warned me that I had to eliminate the Supreme Kai to eliminate him. Without him, the god of destruction, the universe will be mine, Bobby D would think. Hey, Frieza, I'll give you an interesting fact, Bobby D said. If the Supreme Kai dies, the god of destruction also dies, and vice versa. What? Beerus said, terrified. I can't believe he knows that, Goku said. Wow, how interesting. So if I kill the Supreme Kai, I won't have to fight him. That's right, let's kill him right now, Bobby D would order. I refuse, Frieza said, seriously. What's wrong with him? Bardock would ask, confused. Hey, what's wrong with you? Remember, I'm the one who gives the orders, Bobby D said furiously. You don't understand, Frieza said furiously. I've been doing Beerus's job for years, and he's always using his intimidation on me. This is my chance to get revenge on him. Then kill the Supreme Kai so he dies, Bobby D said desperately. No, the idea is to eliminate him with my own hands, Frieza said. Even if you try to kill the Kaioshin or eliminate me, I won't let you do anything, Beerus said seriously. Ha! You forget that I wasn't fighting seriously, Frieza said with an evil smile. That's not true. I forgot, Goku said. Frieza would lift Suki using his golden form. Frieza's power would reach beyond his own limits, to the point that even Beerus felt fear. It can't be, Beerus said, terrified. It's incredible what a mind focused on hatred and resentment can do, Frieza said. Frieza would create a key explosion that was about to throw everyone far away. Bobby D wouldn't withstand it. He was thrown back while holding on to a mountain to avoid being thrown even further. Frieza, finish him off, Bobby D would order. Suddenly, Frieza was standing in front of Bobby D. I just told you that I was under Beerus's orders, and you still dare to give me orders? Frieza said angrily. Hey, what do you plan to do? Bobby D would ask nervously. I'm not going to let you keep giving me orders, you disgusting old man. Frieza would stretch out his hand, and Bobby D would disappear with a great ki ray. That's to be expected from someone as treacherous as him, Bardock said. Beerus, do you think you can take him on? Goku would ask. I am a god of destruction. There is no one who can stand against me, Beerus said confidently. Beerus would launch a Hakai ball at Frieza, but he would catch it in his hand and manage to make it disappear with just a squeezing of his fist. Impossible, Beerus said, terrified. What do I see? The god of destruction frightened by a mere mortal. Rue freezes. Don't act so important, Beerus said furiously. Beerus and Frieza would launch themselves at each other. They would bump their forearms together. They seemed to be evenly matched. Damn, it seems they both have the same power, Goku said. I don't need to destroy you, Hohai. Simply defeating you will be enough. I'll eliminate your soul and we'll know nothing more about you, Beerus said. I doubt it, Frieza would reply. Frieza would connect with a hook under Beerus's chin, lifting him off the ground. Then he would rise to reach him, and with a hammer blow knock him down, causing Beerus to hit the ground hard. This is the end for you, Beerus, Frieza would shout, launching a massive ki blast at Beerus. Goku would appear beside Beerus and pull him out of the way at the last moment. Bardock would surprise Frieza and kick him in the face while his guard was down. What are you doing? I didn't ask for your help, Beerus said proudly. Stop talking nonsense. We'll have to fight together to defeat Frieza. Suddenly, Bardock fell to one side of them. Frieza knocked him down with difficulty. Go ahead, you can all attack me if you want. Either way, I'll finish you. Frieza would shout Beerus furiously. Beerus would launch himself with everything he had towards Frieza. He began attacking him with a series of consecutive blows. Frieza managed to resist. Even so, he knew that Beerus was no one to be underestimated. Frieza would take advantage of a moment when Beerus left an opening in his guard and hit his stomach with great force. "It just can't be. It was a direct hit," Goku said. "Son, we have to do something. We cannot let hell fall apart, or that the dead and the living coexist as one," Bardock said very seriously. He was very concerned about the balance between the world of the dead and the world of the living. All of that had happened because of Frieza. What could happen now that Frieza is fighting in his golden form? Can Goku and Bardock do anything to help Beerus? And also, what will happen to Hell if Frieza is not defeated? Will the other world disappear? We'll find that out in the next part of this theory. Friends, I hope you loved the compilation film of these theories.
Remember, if you want to see more compilations like this one, with more theories in a single video, this video needs to reach 10,000 likes, lots of comments, and subscribe for more theories. See you in the next